The celebrations of the Mexican independence and revolution, the federal government organized several events, official acts, and developed a number of projects. Among one of the projects was the Estela Luz, a monument located in Avenida Paseo de la Reforma in Mexico City. This construction was intended to be a reflection of Mexican vision as a country towards the future. In 2009, an announcement was made of a contest to construct the monument of the 2000th anniversary of the Mexican independence. 3 months later, Cesar Pérez Becerra's project was announced as the resulting winner. The idea of this project was to give the citizens a new public space to enjoy. The Estela Luz was target of big scandals. The project was highly and widely criticized in the moment. There were two main reasons for this. The first one was that the monument was intended to be inaugurated September the 15th, 2010, but had a delay of 15 months. The second reason was that the price of the construction exceeded over 192% of the initial budget, costing up to 399 million pesos.
Monumental projects often affect the public meaning in a positive or negative way. Nowadays, big building projects realized by the public government and, in a lot of cases, in chaotic project management, rising costs and the big number of participation companies where nobody knows what they are doing. The Estela de Luz project is one of them. But the public meaning over the project went really bad. It's not just the massive rise of cost and the huge delay. The fact that the project proposal was to build something to celebrate the second 100th year of independence and then the building is not even finished do not make it better. Under these circumstances, that the invested money, especially in Mexico, is not just there, the real sense why so much money was spent and never been understood. The impact for the local inhabitants was big. A lot of people lost more trust in their government. Nobody really understands why such a good building with a weak concept of usage could pass the decision-making process. The idea to create a place where art, people and culture can meet is great, but does it really need this size? The whole project management doesn't really follow any ethical citizenship, where the people felt good with the decisions which are made. The result showed that the goal was to build something was higher than to take a closer look into the risks, and this is how the way they built Estela.
At the beginning of the course, we learn about making financial decisions. In order to know how good a company is to invest in it, we review factors that affect their market value. According to what happened in Estela de Luz project is that if this project was a reflection of Mexico's vision as a country towards the future, we think that the federal government needed to have a deeper investigation in the contestant companies to know if it was investable or not. We also learned that a project manager is a person who is responsible of the success or failure of a project. In this case, the architect Pérez Becerril was in charge of the project, and as a project manager, he was responsible of managing the project delivery, the team, the resources, the customer, the project artifacts, and meet the management expectations. In this project, we saw a complete failure in the time delivery and cost of the project. All this due to the lack of organization and programming. In order to organize projects, we learned some methods to plan a project, like establishing a project objective, creating the project scope, the work breakdown structure, the RACI matrix, the PERT method network diagram, where we can organize the activities to be done and establish a critical path. Within the case, we saw a common mistake involved in the role confusion syndrome, which through finger pointing, as the work was not completed on time, the architect Pérez finger point Alonso Lujambio as a problem of the whole delay, accusing him of being corrupt. The key to avoid this type of situations is to know who is the one responsible of each activity. The team must have an effective communication to get informed. Also, it needs to have an accountable per task, and in order to follow the correct path, they need to get consulted by professional people. There are some useful methods that architect Pérez should have been reviewing to inform the Mexican citizens that they had still control of the project at that moment. Some useful methods that he should have used are the Gantt chart or the milestone.
Created using part1.